Let me talk to you.
Welcome to another exhilarating episode of Sofa King Smarks podcast. We are about to do our WWE Elimination Chamber and Monday Night Raw review. My name is Chet Von Chetsky, and once again, I am joined by my co-host, That Dude Ben, aka Who Vincio, also known as Who Vincio. And down below, we have none other than Nathan Two Belts Smythe, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC and WWE predictions champion of the Sofa King Smarks podcast. How are you doing, Nathan? And how does it feel to carry the world of this podcast on your shoulders, literally?
I got to take these off. They're heavy.
Oh, nice.
It feels great. It feels great to be back with both belts.
Nice. They never left.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. I actually just got them out of Nathan's room. I have to take them back when we're done.
Oh. It's like father, like
We're
son.
going my belts. We're going
my belts.
Yeah.
So we had an Elimination Chamber this past Saturday, emanating from Perth, Australia. What time did you boys watch the pay-per-view?
Live.
Oh, live.
Yeah. 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Eastern.
3 a.m.
Dedication.
3 a.m. Mountain Time.
Oh, yeah. 3 a.m. You live in that third world, third time zone.
America's time.
In America.
America's time. In America, we don't change time. We don't have daylight savings time like you communists.
No, y'all just change time zones twice a year. You just look at it differently.
No, we don't change shit.
No, Arizona doesn't change at all.
We don't change at all. No, I stayed up. I smoked the cigar around 9 o'clock and then had a ginormous thing of coffee. And I was able to stay up until halfway through. Oh, no, maybe right when the men's chamber started, I fucking fell asleep. I couldn't do it because that was Friday, and I woke up at 6 a.m. Friday for work. So I had been up for already almost 24 hours. So
yeah, that's a tough run.
It was tough.
We were live texting back and forth, and then he just stopped texting, and I was like, "Well, I think we lost him."
There it is.
Yeah.
Did you make it all the way through, Nate?
Yeah, because I actually had to watch the last match on my way to work.
Oh, wow.
Well, I had it on the radio. I obviously couldn't watch it while I was driving, but I put my phone down and left it running.
Sure.
So yeah, I crashed though Saturday night, man. I was out.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah. Hey,
What
but they
time
were
did you
even if they were predictable, was all excellent matches.
Yeah, it was great. I thought it was great. What time did you watch it, Chet?
Noon.
What a loser!
Did you avoid any spoilers?
There's no commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
all four matches were predictable.
No, I wasn't responding to a single one of those. I didn't look at my phone for nothing.
We were texting shit to him.
We were like, "Wake up, you bitch!"
I wasn't getting up. No, I was just like, I'll watch it when I get up. Went and got some food, came back, sat down, took some vitamins, and then enjoyed the show. It was great.
Train.
Yeah, said my prayers, dude.
That's funny.
All right, well, let's get into the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view itself. The show kicked off with the Kabuki Warriors defeating Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell in the pre-show. It was decent, not a bad match. It did its job, got the crowd hype. But the main star of the beginning of this show was the Women's Elimination Chamber.
It was great.
Which was won by Becky Lynch, who will be on her way to WrestleMania to face Rhea Ripley. What do you guys think about this chamber?
I enjoyed it.
I mean, I enjoyed it. It was a lot. It was a lot more
better than we thought.
More better than I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was excellent. It was mapped out very well. Let's get into the order of Lynch. Becky Lynch and Naomi started the match. And then the first to leave the pod was Tiffany Stratton. She had a wonderful little exchange. The crowd was definitely behind her the entire match. They were very disappointed when she was eliminated.
She was the MVP.
And then out come
that match.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. For sure.
Yeah, she crushed it.
Yeah, killed it. Next up, we had Liv Morgan coming out of the pod. She had a good little flurry. She hit like a nice little senton off the top of one of the pods. She had, all these women got in some good spots. Did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Raquel Rodriguez coming in. And then last, Bianca Belair. And then that's when the business really started picking up. There's a lot of good moves. I can't even remember all of them. The one that sticks out the most to me for some reason I remember is Naomi doing the drop down split from the side of the chamber because it made me laugh.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
There weren't that many botches in this match. I mean,
no, that was awesome.
Yeah. But Naomi,
you say surprisingly like you were like waiting on it,
well,
hoping for it.
I mean, I wouldn't say hoping for it, but she's not a great wrestler. She's a good her entrance is entertaining, things like that. I was expecting Naomi to be like one of the worst things in the chamber because her last match on SmackDown was god awful. When we did predictions that week, I had her for the worst and all that stuff. So she doesn't have the best track record of having clean matches. So I was expecting a lot of botches from her, but no, surprisingly, it was a good pace. It didn't feel rushed. Everyone had their moments, and I thought it was great.
I mean, having it in a stadium with the crowd was awesome.
Crowd was hot.
I thought it was way better than just having it in an arena.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let's see here. All right, let's go from who eliminated who. We have Naomi eliminated Stratton, was eliminated by Stratton, excuse me.
Yeah.
Then Stratton was eliminated by Liv Morgan. Raquel Rodriguez was eliminated by Bianca Belair, who was then eliminated by an Oblivion from Liv Morgan. Finally, Becky Lynch hitting the manhandle slam to win this match. That really, when you look at it, was fantastic from start to finish.
Yeah.
All 6 women were awesome. Really good spots. Like you said, it was planned out well, smooth execution.
The biggest botch of this match wasn't on the actual match itself. It was commentary. During the match, Corey Graves told Michael Cole, we're having Becky Lynch versus Rhea at WrestleMania. I texted Nate about that during mid match. He said that.
Yeah.
I'm like what?
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, he says that, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like, you guys, Cole and Michael have a script, right? They don't just come up with stuff off the top of their head. They have a script they go to. It's like, why would you even have it on the script? Like, that's some stuff that you just say when you see things that are happening.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that.
Yeah.
Later on in the show, Corey was like, "Yeah, Nia Jax just texted me and said that I assumed Rhea Ripley was winning the belt, so I correct myself."
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even notice that one either.
Commentary was really bad in this show. I will say that Michael Cole was he was so monotone. He can sometimes be annoying, but he's usually excited, things like that. This one, he was just he sounded sleepy. He was just not his normal self, and it was just commentary. Like I said, commentary.
Jet lagged.
Yeah, probably. I mean, but they've been there since Wednesday, though.
But that's a huge time difference.
Yeah, 18 hours.
Yeah, it takes a long time to adjust to that.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. Michael Cole also had a couple bad lines on Monday Night Raw. They were rough. We'll get to it when it happens because it was not good. All right, so Becky Lynch wins the Women's Elimination Chamber, pitting Liv Morgan to move on to WrestleMania to face Rhea Ripley. The Judgment Day in the next match, the Judgment Day defeated, just reading this name just sucks, defeated the New Catch Republic. Excuse me. The New Catch Republic to retain the undisputed tag team championships. And I'd rather them just be called Tyler Bate and Butch than the New Catch Republic. I'd rather be Bate and Butch than freaking, change. You get Pete Dunne back, and then you get this stupid name.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a great match. It was a damn good match.
Yeah, it was a really good match. Everyone had, again, there are 4 matches in this 4-hour pay-per-view show, and all the matches just went smooth. And again, nothing was rushed. Priest did have a botch in this one, but I think that was like the only botch that I actually paid attention to in the whole pay-per-view. So they all took their time. This match was better than I anticipated, but New Catch Republic, that's just a stupid ass name. I guess someone
I don't want to
And
hate
Cole-
it, but I do.
Yeah, like
Cole tried to justify the name too. He was like, "Well, it's an homage to Catch Wrestling and blah 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 blah." No,
what the hell is
bad.
catch wrestling? That's what I was going to say. What the hell is catch wrestling? I mean, I should look it up, but I don't know what.
I'm going to
I didn't
Google it
know
right
what
now.
It's like a style of like European like wrestling where it's like holds and stuff, kind of like what Daniel Bryan does to an extent, a little bit. It's
So,
like
like technical wrestling, I guess, because that's what it's
yeah,
called.
like William Regal used to wrestle and Fit Finley.
Well, that was.
So,
I mean, that was considered technical, right?
Oh, I mean, that's one way to look at it.
The Wikipedia definition says catch wrestling, originally known as catch as can wrestling, is a hybrid grappling style and combat sport. It was popularized by wrestlers of traveling fun fairs who developed their own submission holds into their wrestling to increase their effectiveness against opponents.
Nice.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it sounds a lot like
The more you know.
It sounds a lot like what they do in Mexican wrestling. Mexican wrestling has like a ton of different holds and things like that they do. I mean, you've seen it with like Rey Mysterio. Eddie Guerrero used to do some crazy ass grapples and things like that. So it sounds a lot like that, but not as extreme as the Mexican
Otherwise known as lucha libre.
Lucha
Yeah,
Libre.
lucha. Doing lucha stuff.
Lucha things.
Lucha things.
Yeah, lucha things. All right, so what's up, buddy?
I was gonna say, did you guys notice when the screen went black during the broadcast?
Yeah.
Do you guys know what happened there?
Yeah.
You guys read about it?
I do.
So
Yeah, I know what happened.
Oh, okay. So for those of you who don't know, so basically the entire front row of the audience started just flipping off Dominic Mysterio during the match, and that shit was fucking great.
Yeah,
did you
but
guys see
while
the
you're
video?
watching it and the screen's black, and then you find out why later, and you're like, I got premium Peacock that they
Yeah.
literally have like all the John Wicks on here. This is bullshit. Why can't
Yeah.
I see
Yes.
a middle fucking finger
Yeah,
and
exactly.
hear bullshit chants on Monday Night Raw? It's so lame.
Yeah.
Well, we could talk about what happened after Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that right. Go ahead.
Immediately after.
Yeah.
No, we can talk about it later. Yeah, we can
All right.
talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. We'll get back to how WWE censoring stuff for no reason makes no sense on the networks that they're currently portraying this stuff on. We'll get back to that story later. But so this was a good tag match. Obviously, another foregone conclusion as who was going to win with Judgment Day. But it was awesome. It got dark at the beginning of this match, so it made it seem like it was a whole new venue. I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah, the New Catch Republic had a lot of false finishes, which was, I mean, there was a second where I was like, man, I oh shit, they almost won this thing. It was pretty good. Like I said,
Oh
it was
yeah,
a really good match.
dude, it was a
Very
great wrestling match. It was
Yeah.
phenomenal.
You Mark.
Finn Balor looked like Finn Balor like he had injured his thumb at the end. It was bleeding. He looked like he had been through some shit.
They said he broke his thumb, but I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
That because at the end he was holding his hand and you could see like red on it, and then the camera just immediately went the other way because he was holding his
I just
hand.
saw it bleeding
red
and
on
holding
you.
it, and then I saw it wrapped on Monday Night Raw. So at least he was selling it,
Yeah,
even if it wasn't. Yeah, it was very nice.
They're listening.
Yeah, they are listening.
They listen
You
to my
know, we
rant.
just need a little bit more continuity. You know, not asking a lot. Just remember what you did last week.
That's all we asked for.
Yeah. All right. So next up, we have where was the Miz TV? That's what I thought it was. Like the Miz TV that was on here. Was that before the men's or after? Because I didn't even put it in my notes.
The Grayson
Waller
Waller effect?
effect. Sorry.
It was before. It was before the next
okay.
day.
Yeah, it was next.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't have any notes on this. So what do you got? What'd you think about this segment?
It's fucking stupid.
It was kind of pointless.
That's why I got no notes.
I
was hoping one of y'all had something.
I wouldn't say kinda. It was way pointless. It didn't really do anything to anyone's story. I mean, Seth Rollins said that his doctor said he's back to being capable of wrestling. The crowd went wild for that. The only
Sports
thing,
Illustrated could have dropped that on Monday Night Raw.
yeah, the only thing that it did was set up a fight with Grayson Waller versus Austin Theory coming up, because they did that.
I agree with that.
They
Yeah,
brought,
they did set that up. Yeah.
Yeah, they set that up. So, I mean, aside from that, we knew Cody Rhodes was going to issue a challenge to The Rock. We know that Seth Rollins was going to be there to do his shit. It was just fucking pointless. I mean, maybe if you had a dark match, maybe, I don't know, Cody Rhodes had a dark match or something after the show or something. I don't know, man. But it was just.
Well, I had an idea. There was a match on Monday Night Raw this week, which had commercials that was badass that could have fit in right here in this 30 minutes. And it was the street fight between New Day and Imperium.
God,
And the crowd would have ate that shit up. They would,
100%.
it would not have mattered. They could have been right after the last tag team match, and they would have loved it.
Yeah.
But no, we had to have, like I said, basically a Miz TV in the middle of a pay-per-view, 18 hours away. But, hey, the crowd was hot for this too. Entrances, that was awesome when everybody came out. The place, but just once they just sat down in the ring and just nothing was really accomplished other than Cody challenging The Rock. So we'll see where it goes from there. But let's get into what I think is the best match of the night, the men's elimination chamber match, won by Nate's favorite new wrestler, Drew McIntyre.
Probably the best thing in wrestling right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Best thing in wrestling.
Easy.
No, it's true. It's true. It's damn true.
Yeah.
He's good. Listen, heel Drew's the best Drew.
What's better
heel
than
Drew is the best Drew.
What's better than heel Drew right now? And I'm just asking honestly, honest opinion. What's better than heel Drew right now?
Heel Rock.
Yeah, heel Rock. Heel Rock calling people fatties and going to slap the herpes off their lip.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
McIntyre ain't saying shit about that. He just keeps running down old man Punk, but it's still awesome.
I agree. Heel Rock is definitely better than heel Drew, but heel Drew is fucking great. It's one of those things
a week in, week out character. Yeah, McIntyre,
especially what he says in Raw. So good.
Oh, nice. He does. Yeah, he does say some. He says some great things on Raw. He's been saying a lot of great. He has not a lot of misses and all hits lately. Bombs. But let's get into this men's elimination chamber match. It starts off with Drew McIntyre and L.A. Knight. Yeah. And then out first is Kevin Owens. And at this point, the best part of the match that was going on from anyone who hasn't entered the match is the shenanigans that Logan Paul was doing in his pod with the Sharpie, just the faces he was making to everybody. Like what do you write? Kevin sucks.
Yeah.
And then Kevin drew like a fat stick figure.
Yeah. That shit was great.
Or a rotund. Let's say rotund man.
Obese.
Yeah, obese. Morbidly. But after that, in came Bobby Lashley, and he injected some carnage into this match.
Bobby had a huge pop when he came out.
Yeah. Bobby Lashley is beloved all across the world. But everybody wonders, why is Bobby Lashley get a big pop in the United States? He's a former Army general or something. I'm getting it all wrong. He was some Army captain, sergeant. And that goes, yeah, dude. Yeah, awesome. So anytime I see Bobby Lashley, I don't care if he's heel or face, I'm going to cheer the shit out of that man.
Yeah.
As he is an American hero. Yeah.
Man's a goddamn war hero.
Yeah, goddamn war hero.
He wrestles decently. He has good entrance, good gear. I mean, his promos just kind of suck, but you have two of the three things that make you a good wrestler. So
yeah, they should just let Montez Ford speak for them whenever they're out there. Yeah, he's way better on the mic than him. But then next we have old Randy. Yeah, Randy? Paul Heyman guy. We got Randy coming out of the pod, and this man, I'm telling you what, if it's all a sell, the way he's selling his back, the man needs an Oscar, an Academy Award, a Daytime Emmy. I don't know what awards they're giving for wrestlers. Give him something, because the man is selling his back like he's in the most agonizing pain anyone in the world is. So if it's all a sell, good for you, Randy. You got me semi hooked.
See, I thought about that too when I was watching this match, And then I'm all like, nah, it can't be a sell. Because, again, it goes back to that my issue with Seth Rollins' back injury. How, I had a real back injury, and I couldn't take any fucking bump whatsoever. And these guys are taking these giant bumps from a wrestling standpoint, and there's no way it's real. Sorry,
Wait, Seth Rollins has a bad back? That's news to me.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding.
I didn't mean
I'm
to
just
spoil.
kidding.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I didn't mean to spoil
Oh,
it.
damn, man. I was just catching up to Raw from 7 months ago, dude.
Ask Nakamura, he'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably who he was facing 7 months ago at that pay-per-view, because that was like his second feud after he won that title.
Yeah, right before Survivor Series.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, absolutely. And then finally, the last person out of the pod is Logan Paul, the United States champion. And this gentleman put on a show.
Oh.
And he got his ass whooped all over that entire cage. And he even delivered a little bit of ass whooping. But this guy is a megastar.
Yep. He got.
What do you think about him, Nate?
He did. I knew he was going to do well, but he did really well. I tell Amy all the time, I'm like, if this guy would have started in wrestling and had been training for the last 10 years, he'd be the greatest wrestler in the world. Hands down.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Arguably, yeah, for sure. For sure.
I mean, the exposure he's getting for WWE is astronomical.
The funny thing is with Logan Paul is all the AEW smarks that just say he's like one of the worst wrestlers ever. And I am the type of person where I try to look at it from both points of view. So like when I tell you guys I hate something, it's because I fucking hate it. So to sit there and say that Logan Paul is one of the worst wrestlers in the world, there's no logic behind that, like at all. Like
I'd like to hear it if they whatever logic they think they have. Please,
well, someone
enlighten me.
Someone said that, like one of these Facebook groups that I follow I forgot what it's called, but someone said that like Daniel Garcia is a better wrestler than Logan Paul, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like really, like you mark out so much for AEW that you say that. Now, is he better than The Miz? I mean, than MJF? I don't know. MJF is a great storyteller. He doesn't need high spots like Logan Paul does in the ring. So no, he's not better than MJF. But when you say Daniel Garcia or anyone in that fucking level, it's fucking stupid. Like it's hard.
Did you know Daddy Magic is a better wrestler than Logan Paul, the United States champion in WWE? I heard that.
Jesus Christ.
Daddy Magic.
Who are you?
Yeah.
His nipples get real hard when he starts thinking about Logan Paul. Yeah, that guy, better wrestler. All right. Yeah, dude, these AEW, I mean, just this past week, Dave Meltzer said that poor people don't watch AEW.
I saw that.
Like, and only poor people watch WWE or something. I was like, what in the world is this man on? He is smoking all the vitamins.
Yeah. There
the
was
good ones.
There was a video out there that the AEW marks were posting where it has Becky Lynch's entrance, and it's like nobody around, and everyone's like, look at the Elimination Chamber, and then look at All Out, and comparing it, and people are like, that was the sound test. Like, why are you even doing this?
Yeah.
Like, why are you comparing?
It was
the fucking.
That was a full
test?
stadium.
Exactly. Like it's
shown multiple angles.
It's so stupid, like how the AEW marks are trying to just compare this to All Out. First of all, it's a gimmick. It was a gimmick pay-per-view. It's not going to sell out 80,000 tickets like All Out did. I think the max capacity was 61, I think. And WWE purposely left out those corner spots because you couldn't see anything from the ring.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, everyone's like, oh, the floor's leaked. It's like, you didn't want those seats.
No, hell no.
No, hell no. You'd rather be in the stadium near the upper deck than be obscured the entire time.
Exactly.
Well, the AEW marks, they're going to get their one saving glory this Sunday at Revolution, which has about 30-something tickets left, which I'll be going to. I'm super pumped. It's going to be awesome. Sting's last match. So, yeah, they'll have that little picture they can show everybody for a few weeks, but then they're going to go back to their 2,200 fans. You know what? Let's get back into this WWE Elimination Chamber, which was a phenomenal match. I want to see you
marking out to and crying to the Young Bucks coming out.
I'm not going to do that. going to literally verbally eviscerate them and John Moxley and let them know how much I think they suck now. And then I'm going to celebrate and be pumped for everything else. But yeah, my favorite thing to do when I go to AEW is just flick off John Moxley and say, you fucking suck. And then all the Moxley marks around get pissed. It's so fun.
Is that this weekend?
Yeah, this Sunday.
Sunday night?
Yep.
Chet's going to go.
Yep. Me and my buddy going. It's going to be dope.
And not wear his baseball cap so he can go bald and say he's cosplaying as Johnny Moxley.
Say that one more time.
I said you're not going to wear your hat so you can go bald and say you're cosplaying as Johnny
No,
Moxley.
if I grew my hair out, it would look better than his. I just understood when it was time to let it go.
He's gonna be like that
some of these young bucks,
CM
man.
Punk fan crying and shit.
Yeah,
that's gonna be Chet.
The camera will cut to Chet during the Moxley entrance. It'll be like,
dude. Yep, I hope that so much.
I would.
That's hilarious.
Myself.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna watch just to see if I can see you. Where are your seats, by the way?
They are in the third row of the upper deck. About, I'd say,
so we can
the
see
next section over from where the ring is. No, I'm gonna be on the cam side.
Okay.
Hard cam side.
Sometimes they show it like when they do like the fans and shit.
Oh yeah, dude, I got awesome seats like for being in the upper deck. Like I'm almost looking directly at the ring.
Hell yeah, man! I hope you have fun.
Yeah, I'm pumped. It's gonna be awesome.
Should be fun.
Oh, it's gonna be fun as fuck.
Yeah,
my first pay-per-view ever. Other than that, the last one I almost went to, and I'm glad I didn't, was Survivor Series in Atlanta, where Sheamus 515 beat Roman Reigns after that tournament.
Oh Jesus!
Almost went to that one, and it was like, nah, this is gonna be shitty, and it was. But this is a better WWE time we're in right now, dudes, than that time, which blew. So let's get back to this Elimination Chamber. With the eliminations, we had Drew McIntyre eliminating Lashley first. I believe Nate guessed that correctly on the scorecard.
Unfortunately,
I believe you got both women's and men's Elimination Chamber first eliminations correct. And then
I had a process. I figured it out.
Yeah, dude. Obviously, you still got 2 belts. You know stuff. All right, then we have Randy Orton eliminating Kevin Owens with an RKO, followed by Randy eliminating Logan Paul with an RKO while Logan Paul was holding the brass knucks in his hand. It was great camera angle, done perfectly well. And then Drew McIntyre eliminates Orton Logan Paul comes back in, eliminates Orton, hits Orton with the brass knuckles, and McIntyre drapes over for the pin and the chamber victory. And this was another solid chamber match from 6 badass dudes. And even though the finish was predictable, I still enjoyed every second of this match. It was fun, entertaining, some carnage. Bobby Lashley spears through the pods to Logan Paul and Kevin Owens were badass. Those didn't look like they didn't feel good at all.
Knight taking who was it that he smashed in the head on the pod, and then Kevin Owens was hitting it from the other side. That was fucking dope.
Oh man,
was the Knight?
It had to be Drew McIntyre because he was still in the match.
Yeah, that was cool. And then one thing that surprised me is that I didn't know that I wanted this match for WrestleMania. Fucking Logan Paul versus Randy Orton. That's going to be the match.
Yeah. Yeah, because I thought they were going to do Logan Paul, LA Knight, and they went a different route. AJ Styles flew 18 hours to lay some chair shots into LA Knight. That's dedication to whooping someone's ass.
Yeah, I mean, you have to think that they probably had some dark matches or something, right? Because they flew almost everybody out there.
I don't think they had any dark matches. I think that it was 5.5 hours long and only like an hour and 50 minutes or something of wrestling for the entire time that they were there. And I've seen no footage of anybody's fan cam of a dark match. If there was one, they probably enjoyed the hell out of it, but I feel like we would have heard about it at some point.
Can we please talk about, now that we're talking about this, can we please talk about the fucking R-Truth video?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That
please enlighten us, Uvi. What did this awesome gentleman do at Elimination Chamber?
So this motherfucker was posted a video of himself fucking instead of going to Australia, he went to Austria and said that he was at the event and nobody was there. Nobody was at the hotel. No one was at the airport. And then he goes, driver to the aeropuerto. He says it like in a Spanish thing. It was so fucking good. I love R-Truth. National.
Yeah,
fucking
he's
treasure.
awesome.
So fucking great. And then he
Yeah.
did the same thing for Raw too.
Yeah, he went to the wrong city. Just luckily, it was within driving distance.
Yeah, San Francisco. Yeah. But yeah,
All right,
AJ versus LA Knight. That could have something that could do.
No, that's going to be an awesome match.
It can be a
There's going to
pretty
be some
match.
good promos. I'm up for it. As long as LA Knight and AJ Styles get a spot on this Mania, neither of them was on last year.
No,
You know?
AJ didn't get a spot.
LA Knight was dead in the water after that pitch black Mountain Dew match for a little while.
Which
So
Meltzer,
you know what? This year he gets a WrestleMania match. It's going to be awesome.
Meltzer said that was the worst match of the year. The Bray Wyatt.
Meltzer also thinks that poor people don't watch AEW.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about that match. Live, it was pretty dope. On TV, it was
cool.
Great. So, to each his own.
I mean, I thought it looked cool on TV too. It's something different. I mean, nobody likes anything new or different, so they hate on it immediately. You just can't have a little bit of fun, suspend a little disbelief, and just enjoy something.
Yeah,
be like, oh man, this is cool. I've never seen this before. Let's see what happens here.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just immediately shitting on it without hesitation because it's not what you want or like.
Yeah,
it's tough titty.
Guess
what? This life, it's not always fair. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
It's because people don't go into things with an open mind. That's really the problem. You got to be willing to accept.
Yeah, like you watching television.
I go in with the open mind.
Yeah.
I go in with. I had hopes of watching. Hey, I said, I finished watching Breaking Bad. Is it my favorite show of all time? No, not even close. Season 5 definitely saved that show. Season 5 was amazing. You're right, Chet. It was every single episode of that show of season 5 was fucking great.
Yep.
It saved it. And I started
Top
Better
notch.
Call Saul. I did start Better Call Saul. So
nice. It gets Better Call Saul gets real good. It's real good.
There was one thing I just want to mention. When Saul was leaving to get disappeared or whatever, he goes, I'll probably end up being some manager at a Cinnabon somewhere in God knows what. And then the first scene of Better Call Saul is him being the manager.
Manager Gene from Cinnabon, making the most amazing black and white cinnamon rolls I've ever seen in my life.
I thought that was phenomenal. It was great. It was great. Good stuff.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, Gene was good. He was a good manager. He was a good man.
Yeah.
Better lawyer though. All right, let's get back to the final match, the main event of Elimination Chamber. Rhea Ripley defending her Women's World Championship in her home country against Nia Jax. Probably all of our favorite women's wrestler, right? Nia Jax, you would say, Foys?
If
Nope.
your name is Nate,
yeah, if you have 2 championship belts and your name is Nate, you're a Nia Jax guy.
Nia Jax guy.
Boo.
Boo. Boo these people.
Boo that man.
Yeah, but the crowd was pretty hot for this.
Yeah, she got a
pop. Yeah. I mean, it was Nia Jax's best match. I can't think of another time in the ring I enjoyed Nia Jax more than the time Randy Orton hit her with an RKO. So you know what? This was her best match. I don't remember any horrendous botches, which is what she's known for. Not at any point did I think she hurt Rhea Ripley or killed her. But Rhea Ripley ring attire was, holy crap, phenomenal.
That was something else.
It was something else, brother. Award nominee.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly.
Without question. Could be. It's definitely in the running. It's up there.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Did you notice there was one point in the match where it looked like one of Ripley's piercings was ripped out?
No.
Yeah. It looked kind of, it did look crazy, but a couple times they zoomed in, it could have been. I have no idea. But that's how it appeared on TV. I didn't rewind it. I was just see if maybe y'all picked up on it as well.
No, I didn't see it.
No, I didn't see it. I didn't even see anything on social media.
No, yeah, I figured if I saw something by now, it's probably nothing. But yeah, that was it was a good match. Rhea Ripley defeating Nia Jax. Um, she with the Riptide, so she got her up with that. That was crowd went huge pop, celebrate
Yeah.
with the family. Yeah. Did you see the one guy who like came over from his seat, obviously not in the family, and like patted her on the head, and security was there in like 2 seconds?
They ripped his ass out of there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He could have just stood there, not done anything, and just celebrated and been fine. But no, he had to pat her on the head.
Yeah. I don't understand why people fucking do that, Bobby.
Nah, if it, unless you're like ringside and you're holding your hand out for someone's interest and you might get a high five, you might not. That's one thing. But don't be just touching them from the fourth row when they just happen to come to the guardrail during a
Yeah.
match. That's
Yeah.
just pathetic. Stay in your seat.
Yeah.
Just yell. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
one of my favorite
Give him the
things.
fingers.
One of my favorite things about this match, it's just in the entrances. Rhea, just as soon as she walked out, you can see she was about to get riddled with emotion, and then she starts singing her own song, and she's singing her own song like down the ramp to try to help calm those emotions. I thought that was fucking awesome because she looked like a badass singing her own fucking music.
Yeah, she did look like a badass.
Yeah.
It was all she looked like a bazillion dollars coming out. I mean, it had to be awesome in front of your home country,
Oh, 100%.
sold out stadium, main event it.
I mean, Grayson Waller had a decent pop too because he's from Australia too.
Oh yeah, that was like I said, the best part about that whole 30-minute segment was the entrances. After that, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It accomplished some things. But yeah, the pop for all those, like when Tui Tuivasa and him did the shoey, that was badass.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I popped for that, and he was like, "I don't know who that is," and I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
get out of here."
See,
Well,
I didn't know
he
who
needs
that
to do
was,
some more
but
UFC homework.
I've seen this. Well, I don't want to do UFC homework because that's what makes the other pod good. But I do know
He's got a good point.
I do know that the boot thing is a tradition. It's a cultural thing in Australia. But apparently, people all over the world were shitting on it like really bad. And
That's just because they don't know about Australian sports customs.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. Some other pods were bashing it, and I'm just like, dude, if you don't know it, don't fucking comment. Don't without looking it up or whatever it is. Don't make a comment.
Sounds like people explode if like someone pissed between two slices of bread, just started scarfing it down or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like it's the worst thing. Like it just don't. Most of these people are probably wearing brand new shoes, especially those stars. Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I had no idea who that guy
People
was. But
complain about everything. Some people just can't have any joy, and it's
That's
unfortunate.
the truth.
Yeah.
No shit. No.
But yeah, the Rhea Ripley wins, so yep, she's going on to face Becky Lynch at WrestleMania, which was already spoiled, obviously, by Michael Cole or Graves earlier in the show that you guys point out. I didn't even catch that, so but I didn't even need to hear them say that to know it either.
Exactly. But
we all saw it coming.
I think the biggest takeaway from this pay-per-view was you can be as predictable as possible with wrestling, but if you make the journey there exciting, it's not going to matter towards the end. I mean, we all knew Becky was winning.
That's a good point. That's a good point, Ovi.
But the sequence of everything was amazing. So we didn't even care at the end towards the end when fucking Becky and Drew won because it was great.
Yeah, no, the match was so well put together. It did, it was phenomenal.
Very well put together.
All right, well, let's get into Monday Night Raw. That was Elimination Chamber. Now we got Monday Night Raw.
I like it raw.
And that was only 2 days later, and they were back after 18-hour flight, so I give it to them. It was they put on a heck of a show. Part 1 of Monday Night Raw from San Jose, California. We had a Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch promo, a Nia Jax beatdown of Becky Lynch, Sami Zayn defeating Shinsuke Nakamura for the 100th time, I feel like, in the last 100 weeks. Raquel squashing Chelsea Green. An excellent Gunther promo with Judgment Day. And Imperium defeated New Day in a badass street fight that, like I said, should have been on the pay-per-view because that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, what did you think about this first part of Monday Night Raw?
I enjoyed it.
For the most part,
I enjoyed it. It was, there was a couple small things that I was like, do we really need this?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I understand that it's a 3 hour show and they have to fill 3 hours, so they have to give us a little bit of that. But the match wise, well, just the men's matches, were great.
They were phenomenal.
My thing was, now that we know Becky won and Rhea, obviously they're going to fight at WrestleMania. This having Nia coming back and attacking, it's like, come on, like let them do their own fucking thing. Let them go and build their own fucking story for WrestleMania. Nia Jax has nothing to do with the story any longer. So that
Yeah.
kind
Oh,
of
I see. That was my favorite part of that whole thing was when Nia Jax beat down Becky, because Becky Lynch is probably one of my least favorite. She's like becoming Charlotte to me now. Just great wrestler, but I just don't care. Just
yeah.
something else, something new. Sorry. When you talk, I don't care about the man coming around. I don't care about,
Yeah,
that's all she said the entire time. She comes up with nothing new. She's the man. You guys like this hat? That was her best line from last week. Do you guys like this hat?
yeah, it was stupid.
And yeah.
I,
So
I
you know
do
what?
I do
Rhea
agree that
Ripley was awesome.
I do agree. The man stick is faded. It's not. Is it going to be the gimmick that defines her? I don't know, because she still has a lot of years left. But I don't know if it's going to be her best thing because it's already overplayed. When you're tired of a gimmick and you want them to change, I think that's bad for a character.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate for me because they're putting on great work. It's just I just don't care. So I mean, it's just
Yeah, it's like
I'd
Sammy.
rather just see something else. Yeah.
It's like Sammy. Sammy's back to his heel, his baby face, too the good, just too good for it. And his best part was, last year when he was anti-hero. So
Yeah. Well, Bloodline and yeah, against the Bloodline, it was awesome.
yeah, it's great.
Now he's just like, oh my God, I gotta win. I'm a champion. I'm gonna be a champion one day.
Yeah,
I mean, he thought he looked like he had won game 7 of the World Series after
yeah,
he beat Shinsuke Nakamura.
yeah,
He celebrated as if it was the main event of WrestleMania.
yeah,
And then no one came and brought him a title.
yeah.
But I also read that was his first match since or first victory since he beat, I think, JD McDonough before Survivor Series.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah,
Really?
so it's been a while. It's been like
It's been a long
5
time.
months
Oh
since he
wow.
won a match almost.
Um,
So yeah, he had a reason to celebrate.
so what when it come when so back to this Gunther thing? What do you guys think? Do you guys think we're getting a ladder match for Mania?
I hope what I told you guys earlier when I was doing a little mark math while I was driving down the road is that they have a 6-man ladder match night 1 of WrestleMania
Mm-hmm.
with the winner facing Gunther night 2 of WrestleMania. And I think that match should open night 1 of WrestleMania and just get the crowd hype.
That'd
What
be
do you think,
sick.
Nate? You're going to be there.
I will be there, and I think I was talking to Hoovy earlier. I was telling him like Gunther didn't just mention all those guys in that promo for
Yeah.
nothing.
Yep.
Like he didn't mention Chad Gable, and he didn't mention Sami Zayn, and he didn't mention R-Truth for nothing. Like there has to
Even The
be something,
Miz. He
yeah,
mentioned The
to come from
Miz.
that. Yeah.
Here,
So I think that like that ladder match in the one in Dallas, they had those ladder match in San Francisco, and they both opened the show, and they were for the Intercontinental title, and they
yeah.
both almost stole the show.
Yeah, yeah. My guess or my hoping is, because this is just for the long story. So night 2 is, I think, is gonna when we're gonna have the IC belt for the ladder. I think Gunther retains, but in night 1, Priest and Balor lose their belts, and then Priest cashes in on Gunther after he wins the belt, retains
He could.
at
Yeah, you could.
at Mania. And the only reason, because he's not going to cash in on Rollins, he's not going to cash in on Drew, and then Money in the Bank is 1 month later. I just don't think there's enough story to have him basically lose all the belts, or have them all lose belts and disband the Judgment Day at this point. So the cash in has to be at WrestleMania for sure.
I think so.
That's good.
But I do
That's
like
fair. That's some smart math you were doing. You were doing some smart math there. That's some smart math you were doing. You were doing some smart math there. You were crunching the numbers. I like
It
that.
adds up.
no, but I
Yeah,
mean,
it does. Yeah, those numbers add up.
I do like the idea of having the ladder match night one and then fighting Gunther night two, because then that pop for whoever wins and beats Gunther, if they do, would be amazing, because you go against all the odds, especially like Chad Gable, because Chad Gable comes in and everyone wants him to win. Well,
Oh man,
it
that
would
would
be
be awesome.
fucking
I
great.
want it to be him so bad.
Yeah, me too. If it's like Chet says, I want Chad Gable to win.
Yeah, Chad Gable. I mean, I don't really want Sami Zayn winning it.
No,
Chad Gable promised his kids. He promised his kids.
Yeah, he did promise his kids. And Gunther did bring up, I embarrassed Gable in front of his family. And I was like, yes, you fucking did. You made his kids cry. It was awesome.
fucking Mark.
And that made me want Chad Gable to beat his ass even more. And when he didn't, I was like, man, I hope they revisit this one day.
Those Mark ass
And
kids.
hopefully they do.
Fuck them.
I do want to see if they do, but if it's not a ladder match and it's an actual intercontinental title ladder match, I would like to see Dominic get his ass whooped by Gunther in the middle of the ring at WrestleMania, just getting his ass chopped to and fro, up and down Philadelphia. That would be awesome.
That'd be dope.
I'd be here for it.
Yeah. You'd be there for it, literally, too. It's awesome.
Literally. Now,
Yeah.
one thing about Dominic is that we brushed over in our quick rundown of the first part of Raw, Andrade. Andrade had that little segment.
Yeah.
Did you see that, Hoovie?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. That was the next
Yeah.
thing in my notes here.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was awesome.
my bad.
No, you're cool. No, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, because Andrade said, I got a meeting with Adam Pearce in a much thicker Spanish accent than I have. But he said, we got a meeting. There you go. Yeah. See, that's
I thought he said Adam Piss. So.
Adam Piss.
No, then Lesnar came out. No. About who his first opponent's going to be. And Dom's like, all right, good luck with that. And he's like, I'll see you soon.
No, but at first he was like, oh, hey, man, good to see you. Like he was all chum after he was so pissed off about what happened earlier out there in the ring with Gunther. He's like, all right, man, I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah, he was all
that
cool
was
about
great.
it. All right, man.
Good shit. Good stuff.
I hope that is Andrade's first match is against Dominic. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Any match with Dominic, I mean, first of all, the crowd is just already going to be into it immediately. And so it's just going to feed just awesome intensity in the match, especially when he gets his ass whooped. Once somebody gets their hands on that swarmy little son of a bitch, no good bastard, Dirty Dom, the place explodes. You son of a bitch. Yeah. So, I'm always here for a good Dominic getting his ass whooped any time of day. Speaking of some people who got their ass whooped, the New Day and Imperium beat the shit out of each other.
Such a good match. Was not expecting
Beat the fuck out of each other. I was expecting this to be a good match off the rip when they said it was a street fight. And Michael Cole had no clue if they've been feuding for 2 years, 2 months, 2 weeks. He said it every possible combination.
See, my thing was when the New Day came out with the San Jose Sharks jerseys, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be another fucking stupid pander to the crowd match because they're in San Jose. No. They got those shits ripped off of them. They beat the crap out of each other. It was great.
They put on a show.
So good.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
Punishing.
Yeah, very punishing. I loved it.
Those big spots. I mean, at the beginning of the match, there was a point where they were beating the shit out of Xavier Woods in the ring with a kendo stick. Giovanni Vinci. Yeah, he was. And then all of a sudden, Ludwig Kaiser just comes in with a chair. And he's like, I don't know where I'm going to hit you. And then he just hits Xavier Woods in the knee as hard as he can. I was like, oh, my God, that had to hurt. And then once New Day got their hands on him with those kendo sticks, they were laying them in. It was awesome.
There's a picture online.
Phenomenal match.
Of Xavier Woods with all the welts. And it looked fucking brutal.
Oh, man, I haven't seen that yet. Yeah, those boys went through hell and back. The Kofi Kingston elbow drop through the table was shot well from the angle it was done, all the replays. It was just good. It was good overall work. Great match. Like I said, should have been on the pay-per-view in front of 55,000 people, however many people were there.
Yeah.
And the fine folks of San Jose, California were treated to a fine match, but it should have been on a bigger stage.
I agree.
It's San Jose. San Jose.
San Jose.
Jose. Hell yeah.
Yep. But yeah, so let's move on. Oh, you know what? Let's go to another banger, boys. Next up, we have Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark defeating Candice and Indy in an absolute barn burner classic of a Raw that was so good I'll never watch it again.
You just want it in your memory bank once. That's it.
No, the
That's how
note
good
I
it
have
was?
about this match, yeah, that's how great it was. Is that I've men in blacked it from my memory. It's gone. I honestly never.
I
You
didn't
know.
I didn't catch it on the Hulu version, and I didn't do the highlights because
You didn't
Oh,
miss
man.
anything.
You didn't miss squat. Yeah, Shayna Baszler is the Shinsuke Nakamura of the women's division. So but only note I have on this is from the R-Truth, Miz, and DIY Regeneration X backstage segment.
Yeah, that was funny.
Are you ready?
So it was good. It was entertaining.
Yeah, the
Miz,
sorry, man. And when R-Truth grabs the
Go ahead.
TV, and he's like, "I gotta get my TV," and then Gargano was like, he goes, "I gotta get my TV. Let me disconnect the wires." And then Gargano's like, "Is that a wireless TV? Because there's nothing connected to the back." I fucking lost it, man. That shit was so funny.
And R-Truth goes, R-Truth looked at it, he goes, nope.
Oh, yeah, that is what he said.
It was so good. So fucking good.
It was funny as hell.
Yeah.
The Regeneration X.
Yeah, Regeneration. That was great.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm not even sure if it's real or not, but Miz was going live on Instagram during Raw, locked in a locker room. I don't know if it was for shoot, brother, or if it was just a storyline getting played out, dude. But he was in a room wearing a suit that looked like it was still being tailored, hadn't been finished yet.
Apparently, it was real, and they the door malfunctioned. He couldn't get out. He was in an 8x6 like closet room, and they had to cut a hole in the door. He had to crawl out.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's great.
He was locked in there. He didn't think he was going to be on the run.
Why wouldn't they just cut a hole around the handle?
Take the fucking hinges off. Take the whole door down.
Why cut a hole for the Miz to climb out?
I guess it was like locked and they couldn't unlock it or something. I don't know.
I just tried to do some mark math on how they got the Miz out of the room, and those numbers don't add up, brother.
They sure don't.
No. But next up, we have a Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins promo. That there were certain parts of it that were really good, and certain parts that were had me going, huh? What is he talking about? Seth Rollins in particular.
Yeah.
But I am enjoying Drew McIntyre right now. He is savage heel on a whole different level. He is every time he comes out, he wastes very little time before he just with the insults, especially to CM Punk, constantly reminding him that I'm going to WrestleMania and you're not. His line about, the doctor looked at me and said, "Drew, you're hurt. There's a chance you don't make it to WrestleMania." And he's like, "Who do you think I am? CM Punk? Nothing's going to stop me from making WrestleMania." I was like, God, this guy is. And then he goes, "Punk, I know you're straight edge, so I drank enough for both of us to celebrate." I was like, God, this guy is awesome. This has to be Nate's favorite new wrestler for sure. 100%. Now, if he wasn't already sold in the past couple of weeks, the man just has to be sold on the Drew McIntyre now. DM Hunk, if you will.
I bet you Nate's wearing a kilt right now. That's how much he loves DM Hunk.
I'm actually not wearing any pants.
Nice. Even better.
Show and tell.
Phenomenal.
Stand up. Yeah, bro. Stand up right now.
No, I got sweatpants on.
Oh, nice. Cool shirt too.
The gray sweatpants. Yeah. The gray sweatpants too.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're green.
Oh, green. Yeah. So Angela looks like the Loch Ness monster.
A little bit of moss and a little bit of seaweed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this water bottle in there before I go to bed.
A sock.
Nice.
A rolled up sock.
Yeah. Amy knows. She knows.
All right, so here's where it gets confusing, though. when Rollins, when his words with McIntyre, and he starts talking about that there's things that are bigger than wrestling and titles, and putting it into the bloodline.
Yeah.
But here's where I was confused, because he kept saying at least 5 or 6 different times, some risks are worth taking. And I'm like, what risk are you talking about? You haven't asked him to do anything. You've not put forth an idea or a plan. You're just, we have to stop the bloodline. Also, my back and knees good. You're not beating me at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's like what I took away from it. And I had more questions than answers.
I think it's because there's the risk worth taking is basically fighting back-to-back nights. That's what I think that's what he means by that.
Oh, okay. Haven't thought about it from that angle.
Because the rumor is that night one's going to be the tag match, and then on night 2,
I've seen a rumor that it's going to be a 6-way.
Really?
Which is why he's talking to Drew.
Well, Drew on his side?
I've heard that. I've heard Drew. I read what I've seen it 2 different ways. Drew, Cody, and Seth Rollins versus Rock, Roman, and Solo, which I don't think is going to happen. And then Drew and Seth versus Rock and Solo, or Rock and Roman, without Cody and Roman touching on night 1, because I don't think they should blow that off. Cody and Roman should only fight night 2. No tag match.
Yeah, but
they're
they have
also
the whole
saying that.
Oh, go ahead, brother.
Oh yeah, they're also saying that that Rock Cody match probably will happen before WrestleMania. So is it going to happen on SmackDown?
I mean, the Rock's on the next 3 SmackDowns,
dude.
Yeah,
SmackDown went from $72 for this week here in Phoenix to $208.
Oh, they said it was sold out for 45 times on Monday Night Raw. Not a single ticket in the house. Can't even sniff the standing room only.
There's a lot of tickets left.
Oh yeah, they don't care about the resale market. They just care that they got sold the first time.
No.
By the vouchers, who's just all hawk every opening day, hour, minute sales and buy them all and then resell them.
No, there's still
sons of bitches.
There's still a lot of tickets left from what I've seen. A lot. Not even the resale is like a lot of tickets left. There's bullshit because they just want people to buy those tickets.
Hey, it's still gonna look sold out.
Oh, 100%.
And the crowd's gonna sound phenomenal.
Yeah. Except I won't go this time.
Damn, didn't you just miss out on The Rock last time by a week? And then the next time he comes, it's $1 bazillion to go see him.
Yep. My buddy whose dad was Henry Cejudo's boxing trainer is going, and he's like, if my girlfriend doesn't want to go, you can come with me and just pay me later. I was like,
oh, nice.
I was like, yeah,
hell yeah,
I'm down.
And Henry Cejudo, if you're watching, and we know that you are, you're a bitch.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, you got your ass whooped too.
Pay that man his money.
Yeah, paid his money. He didn't get his ass whooped. He got his ass humiliated. Imagine a grown man carrying you around across the fucking octagon like that. Ooh, that's embarrassing, dude.
I mean, it could happen. It would happen to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not a world champion fighter though.
No, he's a 2-time Sofa King Smarts champion. Don't you ever sell how badass that is short. Okay, that is a prestigious honor, and there are people that are all across the world clamoring to be a part of me. Yeah, I mean, Nate's living the life right now. Dana White, who? They need to be talking about Nate Smythe, 2 belts, Sofa King champ.
I got a pen for autographs. Let's go. I'm going to sign Nathan's belts and send them back up.
That's so stupid.
What the hell is this shit?
You know what you should do? Grab Scotch tape and then sign your name and be like, put it on there. That way he thinks it's real.
Oh yeah, that's brilliant.
That'd be hilarious. He just loses his shit and throws you down.
Dad, what'd you do that for? I was going to get Cody to sign that.
Once he finishes his story, Dad. Jeez.
You know how much money
You're
that's
such
going to
an
be worth?
asshole.
God. Yeah, you have no idea, son. You do understand you're not going to see that till we go to WrestleMania 41, right?
In Vegas.
Ain't happening, boys. Ain't happening. Roman Reigns is defending his championship at WrestleMania. I'm going ahead and putting that. I'll put that on my scorecard right now. I ain't changing it. Roman Reigns.
Okay, so let's say he wins. Let's say Roman wins.
I'll keep the belt.
Who else does he fight? Who else is left?
What we said this last year,
But
not us, but the wrestling world.
But
What was he
Roman
going to do
has
next? And then that was just bullshit.
Roman hasn't fought since last year. The only main signee that they had was that, and he got popular, was just L.A. Knight, and then Randy. But he's already fought Randy. He fought L.A. Knight. He hasn't fought AJ 1-on-1 still. CM Punk, but
He hasn't fought Randy since he's he hadn't had a 1-on-1 with Randy since he's been the tribal chief.
Not since Randy came back.
No, because
I
and him and Riddle were battling with like the Usos, but they never had a 1-on-1 with Randy and the tribal chief. So that's something they could definitely explore.
Okay, so that's
I think the bigger story here is Rock. You know,
I have no idea who he's going to face after WrestleMania. Probably won't be till SummerSlam or Money in the Bank. Either way, he's already not announced for Backlash. I still think he's winning that title at WrestleMania by the same he ain't winning it clean by the same bullshit nefarious means by before. Now he's got The Rock. You know, if Cody finishes his story and I'm watching it, I'm gonna pop. I'm gonna be like, holy shit, they did it. They really did it. I thought they weren't gonna take it off of him, but we'll see when we get there, boys. Nate's gonna be there live. He'll see it firsthand.
Would you be happy that it happened, or more relief that it happened?
Yes.
Happy, because what's Cody going to do? We're going to get so sick of Cody being babyface Cody in a month and a half. The entire world will. Maybe not all the biggest Cody crybabies in the world, but the babyface chase for the title is always better than the title run. Almost every time. Not too many you can name that where their title run was better than their chase to the title. And Cody's 2-year story of finishing the story plus year long is nothing's going to beat that on the back end once he wins.
Well, because I'm hoping he does win and he brings back that belt that's behind you, Chet.
Oh my god!
Oh, that would be awesome.
That'd be sick.
That would be sick. Yeah. I hope he'd bring back the one before that, though, the big eagle, the winged eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah, either one, that would be badass. Get that big W belt off there. Need a new belt.
W.
Oh, W.
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 But let's see here. Where are we at? All right. Next up, we have Nia Jax back to Monday Night Raw. Nia Jax and Liv Morgan ending in a disqualification after Becky Lynch was sticking her nose where it doesn't belong, ruining Liv Morgan's match. And so later on backstage, Liv Morgan did not look happy with Becky Lynch and expressed her displeasure about her. It's not always about not about you, Becky. Mm-hmm. That's all I really got on this match. Is there anything else you boys would like to add? You got any? What was your best move for the match, Nate?
Just Nia Jax not getting a victory.
Yes, that was a good one.
No, I think it's the beginning sprinkles of a Liv heel turn, of course.
Oh, I'm down for that. They teased that like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
And then never went down that path. Yeah. I think it was like a couple months before
the Bray Wyatt stuff.
Yeah, a couple months before all the Bray Wyatt stuff. She was getting a little vindictive. Yeah. That'd be awesome if they bring that back.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's a potential? Oh, that would be incredible. So there's a new little kind of like We Want Cody, but a We Want Liv starting on the onlines, on the interwebs.
I saw that.
And so there's a possibility that the reason I've heard speculated is that this Rhea Ripley Becky Lynch match could end up being a multi-woman match. I don't foresee that happening, but they kept both people from taking a pinfall here, so who knows? I'm not sure. I'm not down for that. I'd rather just see Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch.
I mean,
what do we have? 39 days, 38 days?
Yeah.
Something like that. 33 days.
They said 40.
No, it's like 39.
Yeah, 39, because they said 40 yesterday.
Yeah, they did say 40.
Unfortunately, it makes sense to have multi-women championship match because everything right now so far is singles matches.
Yeah.
for all the belts.
Because I mean, I figured if they're not going to do the men's and women's showcase match like they did last year, where they could get 16 people on the show,
They should. I think
then they're going to have some other multi-person matches.
I wish the
And
showcase.
those matches ended up being great.
Yeah, awesome. I wish the showcase they would do.
Oh
Like
no, they
did
were good. I was just saying there was a way to get 16 on the show.
Yeah. I mean, it got people hyped because that's both
Yeah.
showcase matches were in the beginning, kind of like how when Money in the Bank was a thing when it first came out at WrestleMania. It was things to get the crowd excited. Showcase was perfect. I wish it becomes a tradition for WrestleMania.
Yeah,
That would be great.
Yeah,
that would be good.
There's too much talent to not
everybody works their ass off all year. Everybody deserves some spot on WrestleMania.
Sure. It's our biggest,
in some form or fashion.
It's the biggest payday for them, for the wrestlers. Give it to them. Give it to them.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. All right, next up, WWE. Michael Cole announced the death of Ole Anderson. I have not seen too many matches for this gentleman, but RIP to him.
Sure.
Yeah. He is not Arn Anderson's brother. I did look that up by blood.
Oh shit.
So, but they were, I believe, 12 different times he was tag team champion, and Arn and Ole Anderson were tag team partners. And then Arn Anderson married Ole Anderson's daughter, thus making him his father-in-law. I found that kind of weird when I did the little research on him earlier.
Was that
that's
tag team partner to father-in-law?
Is that a gimmick, or like was that a storyline, or is that real?
No, he actually married Ole Anderson. Arn Anderson married Ole Anderson's daughter.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean,
I wonder what the age difference there was.
We got to look up what this chick looks like.
Oh man, I wonder if that's Brock Anderson's mom.
It could be.
I forgot about that kid.
Yeah, my name's Arn Anderson, and I married an Anderson. And I pull out the Glock. All right, so now we got the main event of Monday Night Raw: Cody Rhodes versus Grayson Waller. Cody Rhodes defeating Grayson Waller. Pretty good, decent little match. Commercial breaks kind of hurt this one from having any flow for the television viewing audience. Probably phenomenal for people in the arena watching it. But then the business really picked up after the match. After Cody Rhodes defeats Grayson Waller, Paul Heyman comes out with his, I swear the security gets less security every time they have security come out. They look like they couldn't secure a ham sandwich from a 5-year-old. But
well, this was this was NYPD though. It wasn't security.
Yeah, no, they were suspended
so that was even worse than security. Is that they look? I looked.
Yeah, Heyman was all over the place.
Yeah.
And then I mean, I guess he's got extra, as we'll see later. He's got more bills because he's got 2 phone bills now. But I thought this was a pretty good. I mean, it was weird. Heyman was seemed like he was begging Cody. Like pretty pleased with cherry on top to not face The Rock. And it seemed like something Heyman's character wouldn't do. It
felt off.
Yeah, something about it felt off. Cody had some great intensity on the mic for once. Instead of just leading with what you guys want to talk about. He seemed genuinely pissed off at Heyman for being there and seemed like he genuinely he did beat the shit out of every one of those security guards once they got in the ring.
That poor guy.
That poor gentleman.
In the face.
Dude, he took that chair to the face, and then Cody had no time to even think about what was going on. Then he just immediately hit with a crossroads. Yeah. And then a couple more chair shots thrown out of the ring. Thanks for coming. Hopefully you get reinstated with the NYPD. I can't believe you put on your resume willing to relocate to San Jose, California. But I hope nothing for the best for that man and his future endeavors because he got his face smashed.
Yeah, none of those seem.
But I do got a little bit of news on him later, so he's doing all right.
None of those seem like a future NXT champion, in my opinion.
No.
Like the quality looked just bad. So
No, I mean like when the two guys went on the side of the ring, they both they immediately. I don't know what to do with my hands. They were putting them on the ropes. They were crossing their arms. They were putting them on their back. One guy wanted to put them in his pockets. It's like they were scared shitless. And then I guess because they knew they were about to get their ass whooped.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cody destroys the security with that chair, and he vows to hunt the bloodline instead of be hunted by the bloodline. So I thought that was a pretty good line by Cody. Some of his better work on the mic.
Yeah, it was
Cody Hunter. I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, but if I hope they actually do something about it. I mean, I want to see if he's going to call himself the
What do you want to do about it?
the blood. Here's the thing: if he calls himself the Bloodline Hunter, what is he going to do? Just hunt Solo Sikoa? Because Jimmy's fighting Jay, so I don't think he's going to intervene with that. Or what do you guys think?
I have no idea. Anything could happen at any time.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of just a little bit let down, like you guys say with Paul Heyman, because it just felt he didn't need to be there. We could have done with this.
Well, Paul Heyman always seems like he's on, and he didn't seem on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we could have been. It could have been without him being there. The two phones with the Roman case and then the Raw case was cool. But then my stupid ass with logic, I was like, why don't you just fucking merge the phone calls? Just call one
three-way.
That was my first thought.
Yep.
And then also,
but like I said, it was cool.
That's probably the least favorite thing about the bloodline with Heyman is the call Roman Reigns over the last year or two. That is like, it almost was a spit in the face. Like, yeah, I'm not coming to work. I'm just going to constantly remind you he's not here too.
Yeah.
I just thought it was,
At first, it was pretty cool. Sometimes when
I could do without it.
But then when he did it every single time, it was kind of redundant.
Now he's got two phones, two cell phone bills.
It's like,
He's going to need to cut twice as many promos to afford that. So I look forward to those because peak Paul Heyman, there's nothing better than him on the mic.
Oh, sir.
That dude is one of the best. All right. So that's Monday Night Raw.
Give me Paul Heyman and Pat McAfee on commentary one night.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That'd be sick.
Oh, and dude, him and Taz. You get Taz over there. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That's some renegade shit.
Yeah. I don't care what anybody says. I think Taz is phenomenal on commentary because he does not give one single fuck.
No, he's great.
Yeah. All right. So you boys ready to give some awards?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, hermano.
All right. All right, Nate, since you have 2 championship belts, I will let you take the honors.
All right.
All right. Who did you have as the Sofa King Smarks worst dressed? Or worst mic, excuse me.
Worst on the mic. Just because it felt so off, I picked Paul Heyman.
You know what? I can't argue with that logic.
It didn't feel right. I'm like, why is he here? Doesn't make sense. And then you got New York police officers in California. That doesn't make sense.
Oh, and who are the sources Michael Cole was getting word from on the internet that Paul Heyman's in the back?
Yeah, I forgot about that. They if you go back and watch, because I saw something on X.
What's X?
During the Becky Lynch, Twitter. The Becky Lynch thing that Paul Heyman, you could see him in the background, like you could see him on TV.
Oh yeah, I read that
but
too.
I just didn't notice till I rewatched it. But
who are the sources though? I really want to know who's Michael Cole getting fed. Dave Meltzer, same guy who thinks poor people. Zero news talking to Michael Cole. That'd be something else. All right, who'd you have as worst on the mic?
I had Theory from Chamber. I think it was just.
I forgot about him. He was brutal.
Yeah,
that was brutal. Yeah. But he was awesome when he just kept yelling while he was getting thrown into the corner.
Oh yeah. Hey, I give him credit, dude. A dedication to his craft.
100%. Yeah.
He's not stray from the from the character, and I'm all here for that. But yeah, he did. It was rough.
He's gonna be like what's his name? Oh fuck! I just lost his name. The bald guy. He's the tag champion.
Stone Cold Steve Austin
with Braun Breaker. What's his name? I can't remember his name right now.
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Where he does his job. He's no one cares for him, but he does his job, and that's what he's meant to do. And I think that's where Theory's going.
I care for Baron Corbin. I like that guy a lot.
I love Baron Corbin.
That tag match, him and Breaker one was pretty badass.
Yeah, it's fucking.
And he can cook a steak.
Yeah, he could cook the hell out of a steak and drink a very nice bourbon.
Yeah, his fucking grilling videos are
amazing. like he drinks like bourbon that's like $100 like a glass, so like that kind of bourbon, not $100 a bottle. That's some good stuff. I bet that is phenomenal. All right, I had Becky Lynch as worst on the mic.
Yeah, Becky Lynch was
just incessant, just that. I'm the man, the man comes around, the man this, the man that, this. Yeah, I just, you know what? I'm through with it. You're Charlotte while Charlotte's gone.
See.
But all right, Nate, who did you have as best on the mic?
I don't want to say this out loud.
Say it.
But I guess I have to.
Say it.
I guess I have to.
Say it.
Say it for the people.
Say it for the people. The people's
McIntyre.
Oh.
Yes! Boom!
He was great.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. He has selected Drew McIntyre. This is Drew McIntyre's first career Nate Smythe Sofa King Smarks Award for Best on the Microphone. It won't be his last because he is now Nate Smythe's new favorite wrestler. With that being said, who did you have as best on the mic, Hoovy?
Hey, Nate, who did you have best on the mic?
Oh, yeah. Say it one more time. I forgot.
Drew McIntyre.
That's okay. Thank you. I had Drew.
We would also have accepted DM Hunk.
Who is Drew McIntyre?
Drew McIntyre. What is Drew McIntyre?
Nice. Who'd you have, Hoovy?
Drew McIntyre.
Oh, you had Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I just wanted Nate.
Actually. Oh, nice. Yeah. I wouldn't mind hearing him say that all the time.
Whisper it to my ear.
I went a little different route. I went with Gunther. I thought he was phenomenal on the mic, running down all the people that he's beaten and how there's no one left for him. And then he pretty much, just the way he stared down the entire Judgment Day, and he was like, that who's going to challenge me? The stupid one over there with the fat head, or
big head? Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, big head. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I went with Gunther. All right, let's see here.
Not bad.
Yeah, those are all good answers there, boys. Who did you have as the hottest, Nate?
Hottest. It's a toss up, but I give the edge
Drew McIntyre.
Rhea Ripley.
Damn it! Oh man, that would have been awesome.
That would have been great.
I should have done
Rhea Ripley.
Hold on, can I start over? We're live, pal.
We're live.
Who's your honorable mention?
Liv Morgan.
Oh, Liv Morgan. Oh yeah, absolutely. What about you, Hoovy?
Liv Morgan in those leather shorts. Whew. Or whatever it was.
Nice. She is very hot.
Gorgeous. And like you said, she was pulling for the goth look was so good.
Oh, that one time that they had the Elimination Chamber and she just stuck her ass cheeks between the chains. Oh man. Sign me up for that. Yeah, it's 7 tons of steel and 2 miles of chain. Man, that was a lucky chain that day. I also went with Rhea Ripley from the Elimination Chamber. That was just a phenomenal outfit. She looked wonderful. Mommy was smoking in Australia that day.
Mm-hmm.
See.
All right, Nate. Yeah, see. Nate, who did you have? She was just so fucking gross. So fucking gross.
So I usually give this award to Nia Jax. However,
we got someone newbie.
I had a change of heart with Drew McIntyre, and I have a change of heart that the grossest person I saw in my television history, and I don't mean that to be rude because I am not a spring chicken, if you will. I am not a hunk. However, the answer is Shayna Baszler.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Welcome to Hoovie's world.
Gross.
You weren't a big fan of the gi, the karate gi? Didn't get your loins just floating?
I'm sure.
Flowing?
He's just
No,
trying
I'm
to be
good.
cool.
I'm good.
Oh, okay, I feel you. I don't blame you there. What about you, Hoovie?
The Shayna Baszler award goes to Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler award goes to Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
Well, I have to keep up the standing tradition of somebody on this podcast choosing this young woman here. And the Nia Jax award goes to Nia Jax.
You know what?
Hey!
I'm not a fan of the frizzy hair on Nia Jax. Looks weird. She has frizzy hair.
It's something about it.
Yeah, it looks.
If that's where you want to start, we can start there.
I mean, I mean, I love all the ladies, big or small.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. She's got not a bad looking face. That J-Lo meme, they don't look far apart.
Yeah, I mean, there's way.
You sounded like the ladies' man when you said that, dude.
Yeah,
sounded like what?
The ladies' man. Remember from Saturday Night Live when what's his name? The ladies' man. He's like, I love all the ladies.
I love all the ladies. That's
I like all them ladies.
That's where I got it from.
So
there's worse looking women on Raw than Nia Jax. There's a few, so just saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Chet was
but
just
we're going total package here, and she was
he was running down like a
leotard or whatever the hell.
Yeah. I saw that he was like staring off, and I saw the numbers floating around his face and stuff.
Like that meme I made on.
Doing that Mark math, baby.
Yeah, we didn't put that on a shirt.
That was so good.
We didn't put that on a shirt.
Nate, what you have as the Sofa King shittiest move of the week?
Just that to stick with Shayna Baszler, that tag team squash, putting that on my television screen was the worst move.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah. What about you, Hoovie?
I had the pre-spotch on at the Chamber. Where
remind me what he did.
I don't remember. I just wrote pre-spotch, to be honest with you, man.
Oh,
because it was something like he was supposed to go into the turnbuckle, and he didn't go with enough force or something like that, and he just kind of like he was supposed to go to the turnbuckle and then jump over the top ropes, but he didn't push himself enough, so he had to like double do like jump over twice. It was pretty bad.
Oh, okay.
And he's a tall enough guy that he doesn't even have to jump over it, but he did it. I don't know why. I'm not sure what happened there. It was just weird.
Yeah, I went with the WWE officials preventing Nia Jax from hitting the Annihilator on Becky Lynch. That was the one time I was looking forward to that move because I was so just bored with that promo from the previous 10 minutes of her speaking that once Nia Jax attacked her, I was actually happy to see Nia Jax. So I guess that's the third time I've enjoyed Nia Jax on the television screen.
All right.
You know what?
Are we recording?
We're all making some changes.
Yeah, we're making everybody's growing here, guys. One day at a time. We're just trying to become better people.
Next week,
we're good people now. We're trying to become great people.
Next week, Hoovie likes Breaking Bad.
You know what? That'd be awesome.
Bizarro world over here.
Bizarro world.
Next week, Hoovie watches Tropic Thunder.
That'd be something. That'd be something else.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Nate, what did you have as the Sofa King awesome move of the week?
The RKO on Logan Paul, where it literally came out of nowhere. The camera work was awesome.
Yeah,
he was really putting on the knuckles, and all of a sudden he just came from the side. You're like, what?
He was pumping he was getting pumped. He was, and then boom, it was great camera work.
See,
phenomenal.
Yeah, I would say, I think it's not to undermine what you're saying with the camera work, but it also has to do a lot to do with Randy Orton's the way he's positioned. Because if it was just camera work, the audience would have reacted way sooner than they did. So Randy had been like in a good spot behind the camera to do it. I had that, but then Xavier Woods' elbow drop into the table I thought that was fucking great. The crowd started chanting, "This is awesome." So I had that as my best move.
There was one point in that match they started chanting, but it was bleeped out for some reason. I don't know what they were saying. I think they were saying, holy poop. I don't know. It was bleeped out. I have no
Holy
idea.
shite.
Couldn't. Yeah, I don't even know.
But
I went
then-
with Bobby. Oh yeah. But then, yeah,
30 minutes. 30 minutes later.
Yeah, after Monday Night Raw goes off the air, I'm sitting there looking at my phone, and all of a sudden, this little kid just goes, "Yeah, don't you fucking say shit." And I looked up, I was like, "What?" I rewound it, and he said it, and I immediately started texting the group chat, and I was like, they just literally said fuck and shit in the first sentence of a movie after Raw, but
Oh
bleeped
shit!
holy
I thought it was
shit
during the show.
and the middle finger. Like the first thing on USA Network, it was the Continental, the John Wick prequel show.
Yeah, like as soon as Raw cut, hard cut to black, then 30 seconds in, not even 30 seconds in, he's like, I don't want to fucking hear shit. And I was like, whoa, can you say fuck on TV now?
I feel like you could say it after 10 o'clock now
Yeah,
or something.
you get
But it's
one-
after 11. I think you can say it after 11. Because
You
remember,
get one.
Comedy Central back in the day, you like on the weekends, I remember they would always show the uncensored, unedited versions of like stand-up and movies.
Yeah, late at night. Yeah.
Yeah, they would show like half-baked how it was supposed to be intended and stuff like that.
Now, when Raw goes to Netflix, are they going to
No
try to keep it
ads.
PG? But are they going like, will we get a Seth fucking Rollins? Or are they going to try to keep it PG?
Oh, dude, we got it. Seth fucking Rollins would be badass.
I agree.
I've heard
That would be dope.
I've heard mixed things on that. Nothing concrete, because apparently they're still trying to find out what they can get away with, though. But if they do, then you have to go PG-14, right?
Well, I know what they can get away with on USA Network. Fucking shit. By some kids.
I've seen borderline porn on Netflix. All right, I have seen porn on Netflix.
Yeah, I've
You
seen
can do
some
whatever you
savage
want.
stuff on Netflix.
yeah. But
Speaking of savage stuff, Chet, what did you have as the most savage move of the evening?
Oh, nice. Bobby Lashley spearing Logan Paul through the pod looked devastating.
that was pretty good.
It was
Look,
good.
It looked fucking great.
It's funny.
All right,
it's
so,
funny, it's funny you say that, because I had the Bobby Lashley thing first as my best move, and then the Randy Orton stuff, and then I decided to go to the woods because I was fucking dope. That's what I do. I don't know how you guys do it. I
Nice.
write
Dude,
it
they were
down.
all excellent choices.
Yeah.
I write it down, and then I see something better, I just change it.
Nice. All right, so Nate, who did you have as the Sofa King bad match of the week?
Well, I guess we all know that it's we could probably sweep this, but it was the women's tag team match on Raw.
What about you, Hoovy?
See,
Oh, I went with another women's match, the Raquel Chelsea Green squash match.
yeah,
Fair.
yeah.
Yep,
That's
fair.
fair.
I'll take either one of those.
Yeah, either one, both acceptable answers. If there was a multiple choice question, A, B, or C, A and B,
See, it is.
See it.
C it is. All right, Nate, what do you have as the Sofa King awesome match of the week?
You know, I personally
Sure, winning.
enjoyed the women's chamber more than the men's chamber. I think. I
Interesting.
thought I was more surprised at how good that was. So I think that was better for me.
Right on, dude.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I mean,
what about you,
You're
Hoovy?
not wrong. I had the street fight. Street fight was fucked.
That was awesome.
Nice. I almost put the street fight. Almost. But the men's elimination chamber in front of a packed
It was
stadium
fucking good.
and how well put together that match was, from Logan Paul's antics to Kevin Owens was just beating the shit out of everybody. Bobby Lashley throwing two different people through pods, Randy Orton, Randy, RKO, and everybody out of nowhere.
Randy.
Logan Paul getting his last fist in edgewise, setting up a good Mania match. AJ Styles flying 18 hours just to whoop some ass. It was a phenomenal match. And then Nate's favorite wrestler, not even favorite new wrestler, his favorite wrestler won. So I can't ask for a better match.
Yeah. No, it's good. They're all
I'll allow it.
they were all great matches. We were lucky.
Yeah.
enough,
Oh, yeah. Phenomenal.
we were lucky enough to have a great wrestling weekend. And
Yeah. We were lucky enough to enjoy some good wrestling.
Yeah.
Some people take that for granted at the end of the day. And I just, I'm just happy to watch it all. and
Now-
just enjoy it. And if I don't like it, I'll move on and
Yeah.
hope I won't revisit it again.
Don't cry about it. Now, are they still having different people produce the matches, or is it just Triple H? Do you guys know that? I don't know. I'm asking because I'm curious.
Oh, it's always been like
It's always
different
been, It's always
people.
been different people.
Sometimes it's one or two,
But now that Vince is gone, do we know if it's still like?
no, it's still like there. I remember seeing I'll get the names wrong, but
Jason
certain
Jordan,
matches from the Royal Rumble that like Jason Jordan
Yeah.
did this match and Fit Finlay did this
Got it,
match and a couple other people. One of the J&J security
Because if
guys,
that's the case, they're all doing a fucking great job.
Jamie Noble.
Jamie Noble, yeah, they're all doing a great job.
Yeah, and Hurricane's back there.
Yeah. Oh, can we touch back on the Drew part where he talks to Jey Uso?
You can touch Drew all you want, buddy.
Well, I don't want to get Nate. I don't want to make Nate mad. That's his job to touch Drew.
He's all yours.
Where he's like,
Yeah, all yours,
he's like,
buddy.
all this happened to you. He's like, I'm thankful that it happened to you. That same line again he delivered to CM Punk when he got injured. He said the same thing to Jay, and they got into a fight backstage.
Oh yeah,
That was really good. That was a really good line.
he said something like nobody deserves this more than you do.
Yeah,
something along those lines.
Along those lines. It was
Yeah.
He's firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there it is. Yes, sir.
See.
All right, so let's get into some news and rumors.
News and rumors.
Nate, since you are the two belts champion, you go ahead and lead with your tidbits of information, sir.
Tidbit number 1, WWE has signed free agent Tama Tonga. I'm assuming he's going to show up in NXT, I would think, because he's wrestling that Japanese style. WWE American style is way different. Also, while we were recording, the Three Faces promo mystery has been solved, and it is none other than the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, back.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Love Ty Dillinger.
Then he's pretty good. And then I had the Ole Anderson thing, but we already talked about that. And I think that's all I had.
Yep.
That's all I got to say about that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Thank you. What do you have, Hoovie?
The one thing that I thought was really interesting is that during the time the production company was moving all their stuff to Australia, because it took them about a month to get all this stuff transferred from Connecticut to Australia.
Wow.
They were supposed to go through take the chamber through Miami and have them basically ship it from Miami down to the Panama Canal and then straight to Australia. But apparently pirates were trying to hijack WWE, the cargo ship that had all the WWE stuff. So they actually took their stuff back and had to ship it from Miami to LA and then LA ship it to Australia. So we almost didn't have a chamber match, fellas, because that shit would have been.
Sounds like a big time drug deal gone wrong.
I think that would have been crazy. Can you imagine if
that's nuts.
Yeah, like how do you if you're a big company like WWE, how do you prepare for that? Like we almost had our chamber stolen.
First of all, imagine being the captain of the ship that's carting that shit over there, the chamber over there. Yeah. And he's the guy just dealing with he's got the guy from the Captain Phillips movie that was fucking with Tom Hanks all up in his grill trying to steal the Elimination Chamber so he can go back to wherever the fuck he's from and put on the greatest matches you've ever seen, death matches you've ever seen in your life.
That's
So what they had to
Huh?
Did they have to truck that all the way across the country, like in 18-wheelers, and then ship it out from California?
Yeah, basically, they ship it from Miami to Long Beach, and then from Long Beach to Australia via boat. That's why it took a month to get it down there because
you think they'd ship it in 2 big cargo planes or something?
No, it's way too expensive and too heavy because it's 2 tons of that they're allegedly that's how much it weighs.
7 miles.
I thought it was 10 miles.
No, 7 tons, 2 miles of chain.
Yeah. So that's
even
a couple
heavier.
trucks.
Yeah. That's at least a big chamber.
Yeah,
7 trucks.
On the plane would be a little bit too much. A little bit too much.
Fair.
Let's see here. I think that was it.
That's interesting, man. That's nuts.
Dave Meltzer had his
Pirates almost ruined Chamber.
Yeah, Dave Meltzer almost Dave Meltzer. Pirates almost ruined Chamber. Dave Meltzer had his awards for the yearly awards that he does, and surprisingly enough, he had Booker of the Year as Triple H, which is good for him.
I bet Tony Khan was fucking pissed. Oh, also, what was it? Promoter of the Year. It was Khan, but it wasn't Tony.
Yeah, it was Nick Khan, Promoter of the Year.
Yeah.
Now, Tony Khan, when AEW first came up, yeah, he deserved some of those Booker of the Year because AEW was fucking great. But these last 3 years, no. Like I mentioned before, he had worst match was Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight. Worst gimmick was the Devil. Which one of the things that I've been saying for forever, and I got shit in the chat the other day for saying that it was the payoff and everything. The worst payoff was the Devil Unmasked. It
was terrible.
The best match was Ospreay versus Omega in New Japan, which I didn't see that match, but
that was a phenomenal match. I watched it.
It was quite incredible.
I didn't see it, but yeah, so. I feel like he got some stuff right this year as opposed to last year or the years before that when they were just
WWE won Best Promotion. Would you like to guess when the last time WWE won Best Promotion, what year it was?
Best Promotion? I would say like in the 2000s, like early 2000s.
Close. Nate, you got a guess?
2012?
It was 2000.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
That was the last time WWE won Best Promotion. Pretty much every year since then, it's either been TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan. Yeah. Because, there was a while there where WWE was the drizzling shits. Yeah. But is that all you got there, Hoovy? Is there any more awards? Notable ones?
Will Ospreay is the best wrestler in the world, apparently. I don't know.
I can't argue with that. I get to see him live this Sunday against Kaneshka Takeshita, and it's going to be fucking awesome.
That's going to
be a fucking bad.
Yes. It might. I've already told my buddy I'm going with. It's probably going to be the match of the night. If not, Samoa Joe, Swerve, and Hangman, if he's even in the match.
Do you have a rundown of what matches are happening? Because I don't watch AEW.
That match, Tony Storm versus Deonna Purrazzo, the Young Bucks versus Darby Allin and Sting. For the tag team championships in a street fight. There's a big meaty men match with Big Will Hobbs, Lance Archer, and Wardlow.
No Miro?
And then FTR versus John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli. Brian Danielson versus Eddie Kingston. There's one more match I'm forgetting. Yeah, that should be a good match.
I got it right here. Orange Cassidy versus Roderick Strong.
Oh, yeah.
And Christian Cage versus Daniel Garcia. Did you say that?
Fuck, yeah. I got to see Christian Cage. Just
nowhere on this card do I see Adam Copeland.
Nope. I have to imagine he's going to come out at some point and screw over Christian Cage. Because he took the concerto like 2 weeks ago, I think.
Oh, yeah. Dave Meltzer has best weekly TV wrestling is Dynamite.
What an idiot.
Yeah. Best weekly is just SmackDown. The 2-hour show with 2 announcers for the most part, and has had the best storylines and action for a long time. A couple years now.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything else is fucking stupid.
That's pretty much it. All right. Well, I got a couple things. Ooh. Let me tell you something, dude. Do you guys know that my son, Nick Hogan, also known as Nick Blair Brother, had a hearing originally scheduled for January 17th, also held the other day. It's now been postponed again, dude, because there's been a new date set for April 13th. Because did you know what my son did?
No.
He didn't do nothing wrong, dude. He just went out one night on November 18th, 2023, allegedly, brother. 4 a.m., Clearwater, Florida, allegedly. He was apprehended upon returning home from a bikini contest, dude. Just out there having a good time, scoping babes, looking at boobs, and just bothering nobody, man. Yeah, and then he got pulled over by the 5-0, brother. I'm talking about Clearwater, Florida, not Tampa PD, dude. Those are my guys. I have been indoctrinated as an honorary captain of the Tampa PD, but unfortunately, he was in the depths of Clearwater, Florida, brother, and he refused to submit a breathalyzer, just like I taught him when he was a baby boy. And Bialea's conduct drew attention from law enforcement. He was thus arrested. Allegedly, all these things. My son was not drunk. He was just out having a good time, looking at boobs. He goes home every night, says his prayers, eats his vitamins, and doesn't bother anybody. And also, please do not look into his previous driving record, dude. I promise you it's not as bad as it looks on paper. Hulkamania out, brother.
That was so stupid.
Wow, that was great.
That was amazing, man. That was good.
I'm sweating now.
You did great.
That was great.
Thank you.
That was great. Just he didn't submit to a breathalyzer, just like I taught him. That shit was fucking great. I almost choked
when he was a baby. Like I taught him when he was a baby.
I almost choked on my drink.
All right. So I also have the identity of the henchman / security guard / suspended NYPD police officer that Cody Rhodes brutalized with a steel chair on Monday Night Raw. This gentleman's name turns out to be a professional wrestler by the name of Nessie Skylark. And I saw a picture. Yep. The name doesn't match the person, but to each his own. But yeah, he posted a picture on Instagram or Twitter, and his left eye was swollen. So luckily, he came out as not as bad as it looked on TV, because it looked like his just shattered orbital bones, possible broken nose, and so he's doing well. He got his ass whooped. Whatever $50 and a handshake and catering, hot dog and a handshake he got, I don't know if it was worth all that. But you can also, I would love to be on TV. I'll go back and show somebody anytime. Hey, you want to see me get my ass whooped by Cody Rhodes on Monday Night Raw? And my buddy's like, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Let's watch it.
I mean,
I'd be showing that to everybody.
On TV, it looked like he had a concussion.
So good for him.
Because he throws the chair.
He had instant CTE.
Yeah,
is what Nate said.
He threw the chair, and then the next shot was him like getting up, holding his face, and his eyes looked like they were crossed. It was either great acting or fucking hell.
It was a CTE later.
All right. Excuse me.
We need to move the call with that.
And I got one more bit of news, and this one's nuts. And but also, I'm not saying I believe it, but from the gentleman that says it, it just makes the story even more interesting. So Rob Van Dam accuses Vince McMahon of mafia connections amid trafficking lawsuit. While speaking on his one-of-a-kind podcast, Rob Van Dam and Sabu talked about Vince McMahon's allegations. RVD stated that he believes Vince McMahon has ties to the mafia, and Sabu agreed with them. So RVD, per the quote, says, "I'm expecting to hear something about Vince McMahon and the mafia eventually. He's got to be tied up in the mafia. There were certain years you couldn't do anything in New York without working with them. His dad worked with them. They ran the arenas. They ran the entertainment business party. Pretty much everything at one point. So I know there's some stories there. Yeah. So, these Vince McMahon allegations could all kind of crazy shit could be coming out.
I mean, on the flip side, that's a lot of libel. That's a libel lawsuit if they want to pursue that against Rob Van Dam, if it's not true too, because
they got bigger fish to fry right now. But you do have a point.
Yeah, but
what are you going to get out of Rob Van Dam?
A bunch of weed.
Here's the thing: is that you guys forget how petty Vince McMahon is. So it's not about it's not about like how much Rob Van Dam.
You know what? Even if that gets back to Vince McMahon, that's probably not the worst thing being said about Vince McMahon right now.
Yeah, right. He shits on people. That's pretty.
Yeah,
like I said.
Yeah, RVD just smokes weed.
But like I said, Vince is petty.
It is a bit slanderous, though. I will say.
Yeah, it's tough.
And it's also RVD and Sabu, two gentlemen who've hit each other as hard as they can in the head with a steel chair back in the 90s for 20 years. So back when the headshots were legit. So who knows what to believe?
Yeah.
What kind of psychedelic vitamins they were on.
One of the best live matches I've ever seen. Cyber Slam 99 at the ECW Arena in Philadelphia. Rob Van Dam versus Jerry Lynn. And it was
That sounds awesome.
phenomenal.
Jerry effing Lynn?
Yes. Cyber Slam 99. I'll never forget it.
Super Bowl Saturday?
Oh, you know what it's called?
Are these two t-shirts too tight for you, Billy?
I wish I knew who he was.
I'm the total package, and I'm pissed now.
So good. That's a pretty good impression, Chet.
Thank you. Thank you.
You said it was.
I'm
RVD
my
and
impressions are either really good or bad.
RVD and Jerry Lynn.
I've learned from this podcast I do a horrible Hispanic or a Latino accent of any time. So I have shied away from doing that one. I know I gotta stay in my lane. Yeah. We got one of those guys here. I don't need to be doing that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. Nah.
Hoovy can.
I can,
Yeah, absolutely.
but I won't because I speak American.
That's why we always say he's beautiful, brown, and always down, boys.
See,
But yeah, that's all I got for news this week.
me too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You know what? That's another excellent show in the books, boys.
Yeah.
We are 39 days away from WrestleMania. Nate, you're going to be there. I'm so jealous. I'm pumped for that. I'm going to be at AEW Revolution this Sunday, so I'm pumped for that as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude, we got a lot of good wrestling we're going to coming up soon, boys. The next 3 weeks of SmackDown, we got The Rock. We got Heel Rock. It ain't going to be, just cherish this while you get it because it might not ever come around again. And it's going to be badass. All these people got their panties in a wad about their WrestleMania didn't go the way they wanted. Just let it play out. It's all been awesome since. We had questions a couple weeks ago. Now they're, it just gets better every week. This WrestleMania has turned out to be the most anticipated in a long time. I was really pumped for last year's, but I think some things are going down this year. I think both nights are going to be spectacular, good matches. And Roman Reigns is going to defend his title and still walk into that press conference going, we're in the bottom of the sixth. I told you boys last year, it's just the bottom of the third. So
You fucking.
We'll see.
Cody finishes his story at Mania 41. But all right, well, that's all we got here. You know what? If you guys could do us a solid, if you could go to our YouTube page, our Spotify page, we now have a Facebook Sofa King Smarks podcast fan page that you can find on Facebook. If you could please like, subscribe, and follow those, we're putting out great content every week. Multiple pay-per-view reviews, UFC reviews. We're going to start doing those. And, just give us a like, follow, and subscribe. We're just going to keep pumping out good content for you guys.
See.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. And for that wonderful, beautiful brown guy over there, Hoovy,
That's
and
me.
Mr. Two Belts down there,
Not
Nate.
this guy.
My name's Chet Von Chetsky, and we'll see you next time.
This guy's the brown guy, not that guy.
Peace.
He's not brown.
Thank you for watching Sofa King Smarks podcast. Yeah. And if you could do the Macho Man a favor, if you could please give them a like, follow, and subscribe, the Macho Man would appreciate it.